What's up, everybody? I'm back again with another video. Neo-colonialism. Take this as a warning, because I can see the colonial strategies all around me falling, failing. I can see the hand of God on the earth destroying these devils. What you need to understand is these societies are ran by secret societies. They have been since they got here. These governments aren't the real governments. They've been infiltrated. Secret societies, devil worshippers, satanic brotherhoods, demons. Demons have been running your government. Remember, government means mind control. Govern, control, mental, mind. That's why all this evil's coming out now. That's why people are starting to figure out that their leaders are human traffickers. Their leaders are child traffickers, PDF files, murderers, thieves. That's neo-colonialism. That's what it is. It's all based on evil, devilish, demonic ideologies, false god complexes. They don't live in reality. They live in a dark reality, false reality. But they're being exposed. The serpent seed line is being revealed. The man of sin is being revealed. The son of perdition is being revealed. People like to pretend like it's not happening, like it's going to stop it from happening, or it's just going to go away. No. You need to address it. You need to address evil. And tell the truth, speak the truth. And that's everybody's responsibility. Everybody's responsibility to tell the truth. Because if you can't agree or tell the truth, then you're living in a delusion, in an illusion. You're deceiving one's own self. Most High don't like that. So yeah, that's why now you're going to see an increase in these gang stalking programs. You're going to hear a lot more people talking about getting gang stalked. And these gang stalkers are very cunning to do evil, very conniving to do evil, very deceptive to do evil. So a lot of things you won't even notice, because in the beginning it's done so covertly, you don't even know. You just think you're having a streak of bad luck. You think people are just ghosting you for whatever reason. You think opportunities are just falling by the wayside just because of you having a stroke of bad luck, but it's not true. It's these neo-colonizers controlling everything. It's these secret societies which were brought over here from Europe to indigenous lands, to defile the lands, to defile the people, to infect their minds with the poison. The parasitic nature of the colonizer is not natural. It's not human. It's foreign. It's alien. It is evil. So people are going to have to make a choice. They're going to have to either serve the satanic agenda that's crumbling in front of their eyes in real time, or they're going to have to join the side of the Most High to fulfill His will, God's will, the will of the Most High, because it shall be done no matter what. But you'll see these Satanists, they attack the children's minds. They want to get your minds. Because if they can enslave you in the mind, then they can enslave you. If they only enslave you with the chains, like they used to do, they used to enslave us with the chains, you might break out of the chains. You could get out of them physically. But the mental chains are hard to break. It takes a lot of courage. It takes honesty. It takes truth. And it takes God to intervene. But it's up to you. You need to make the invitation. You need to come back to the Most High and let Him know. because their time's up. The devil's time's up, and he knows it. That's why they're moving out of desperation. When people move out of desperation, they get sloppy. They reveal their hand, and their hand is being revealed. They've defiled the land. But in the end, the land shall still stand because it's God's creation. Nobody can destroy God's creation. It's the most powerful creation on the earth. Remember, these devils cannot create. They can only manipulate and gaslight and destroy. But they cannot create. That is why they destroy. That is why they lie. That is why they deny. That is why they live in denial. Because they cannot create. God's creation. The Most High's children. You can't make them. And they're mad. They're mad about that. That's why they do what they do. That's why they gang stalk. That's why they harass you. That's why they attack your peace of mind. Because they know once you have peace of mind or you have peace, you're very dangerous, chosen one. You're very dangerous. You're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. You're dangerous to the satanic agenda. You're dangerous to the Freemasons. You're dangerous to these false authorities. Because they've all been based on illusion and lies that people have to agree upon. But the people don't agree anymore. People see through the facade. The matrix is glitching out. It's trembling. Daily, more chosen ones are awakening to the awakening. Daily, chosen ones are reclaiming their land, reclaiming their authority to the Most High Yah, reclaiming their history that we've been lied to about. They lie about the history. They know who we are. We just got to know who we are. We got to remember who we are. We didn't come this far to just let these neo-colonizers just destroy everything even more than they already have. They've destroyed everything. Look what they've done. And they call it civilization. They've killed all the animals. Where are the insects? You can't even see any insects anymore. The insects. Look at the waters. Look at the fish. The fish are all deformed and malnourished and chemically induced. Look at the air. Pollute the air. Food. Poison the food. What kind of a nation is this? It's a nation of death. These people push death. Colonialism is death. It ain't life. It's death. We are the life. We are the land. These people are poison. They poison your mind. They poison your children. They poison your information. They poison everything. These people are pure poison, parasitic. You gotta starve the parasites, man. You gotta flush them out. They're no good. And then they want to attack the person who's acknowledging what they're doing out. Like they're the bad person or they're wrong. Or don't talk about that. Let's not talk about that because it makes me uncomfortable. Well, listen up. People got to live this. People have been living this for generations and they're quite frankly sick of it. It's evil and it's demonic. It's none of our ways. It's all foreign ways. European ways. Colonial ways. Who wants to live like that? And if you go look at Europe right now, that place is a disaster. These people are vagabonds everywhere they go. They bring death, destruction, and theft. Remember, the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. Ain't no different. Same thing. They go to Australia. They go to North America. They go to South America. Everywhere they go, they just bring harm and package it as good, to the point where they infect the people and poison the people's minds so much they think the poison is health. They think the poison is wealth. They think the poison is good for them. But it ain't. Time to cut them off, people. Say no to neocolonialism. Ulo Godson, shalom to the kings and queens.